How to set realistic timelines and budgets for your church campaign. Great question. You're making a commitment to embark upon a campaign. And one of the top common questions that we hear from pastors is, how long will this take and how much will it cost? And those are the right questions. A great capital campaign starts with realistic expectations, not guesswork. So we encourage you, when you're analyzing this and thinking through your campaign, is to understand the big picture. You see, every church has a unique pace that fits them. There really isn't a one-size-fits-all campaign timeline. The right pace, well, it depends on your church's readiness, your communication rhythm, and your current ministry load. What matters most in your campaign is taking and aligning everything before you take action, making sure your leadership, the vision, and your congregation are all moving forward together. A rushed campaign will create confusion. A well-timed one, well, that builds trust and great momentum. With all that said, there is a general range, an average typical campaign timeline. And here's what to expect with the general flow. There's a pre-campaign readiness period. This is generally 1 to 2 months. This is where we assess your needs, clarify the vision, gather key data points such as attendance, giving history, and capacity. That moves into the next period of feasibility and planning. This is another 1 to 2 months. And with your INJOY consultant helping you, you will identify realistic financial goals and outline a clear campaign plan. Then it moves in to the important communication and commitment phase. This is 3 to 4 months, but can extend for a year. This is where you engage the congregation. This is where you share the God stories. You host vision events and you guide people toward making a commitment. The period ends with receiving commitments towards your campaign. That initiates the final phase, which is follow through and celebration, which is generally up to 3 years. And this is where you collect your commitments, people give and fulfill those commitments, you celebrate all milestones achieved, and you steward ongoing generosity. So a total timeline is typically 6 to 8 months of prep and communication with a 2 to 3 year fulfillment period. Again, that can change based on your church's needs. We encourage you to budget wisely so that you count the true overall cost of your campaign. Consider 3 categories of cost: the project cost, the campaign consulting and materials cost, and the communication tools cost, which is printing, the events you're going to put on, any videos you're going to have produced. A healthy campaign should raise many times the amount invested in it. In fact, you should raise at least 20 times what you've invested in the campaign. The true cost of a campaign, well, of course, it's not just financial, it's also the opportunity cost of what other things you could be doing during the time of the campaign, or the greater opportunity cost of doing nothing when God is calling you to move. So here's the practical takeaway, my friend, and that is to start by defining your ministry goal. Not your fundraising goal, but your ministry goal. And once vision drives the numbers, not the other way around, you'll be able to set a clear, achievable timeline with your INJOY consultant's help, and you'll be able to prepare a budget that fits your church's reality. A great scripture is found in Luke 14:28. Jesus shares it. Suppose one of you wants to build a tower, in other words, wants to do something great. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost? Wise planning, that is not a demonstration of a lack of faith. It is how we steward God's vision with excellence.